Sponsorships are the lifeblood of many creators' channels. Without that, it simply wouldn't be possible for them to keep the lights on. But sponsorships make videos worse. It's as if I'd written a song, spent hours on it. It's my baby at this point. I know all of the intricacies in and out. I spent time crafting an oral experience for the listener that, while probably isn't the best thing they've ever heard, it's the best thing I could make at the time. And then after going to the studio to record the song, I get told that the only way I can earn enough money for rent is giving a guest guitar solo to the studio exec's son. A man with no talent, no love for music, but deep pockets. So, what choice do I make? Do I actively make what I've obsessed over for a month worse? Do I take the money and try to keep the dream alive that someday I won't need to take it? Or do I walk away saying that he won't sully what I have made? But after taking his money, people don't walk away. That isn't what happens. As channels grow, the offers become more lucrative. You've already taken the money before, people didn't kick up a fuss about it, so one more isn't that bad, and the amount of money will set my family up for life. I have to take this money. There's now a team of people working around me. I can't let them down and not pay them. And so the insidious nature of actively making videos worse happens across the board. But this video is brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends. Maybe you instinctively reached for the mouse to try to find the massive peak on the YouTube player to find where the ad read ends. I'm not trying to say that people that take these sponsorships are somehow bad people. They're often caught within a cycle of uncertainty, and the money that comes in from sponsors gives them a modicum of stability. A knowable of a way to pay the bills. Many people have tried their absolute best to integrate these ad reads into their videos, to make them palatable for the people watching, tweaked and prodded the requirements into something that they can have some creativity with. They're making the best out of what they can. They are spending hours trying to work something seamlessly into a video that has nothing to do with Raid Shadow Legends. It is better, but given the opportunity that it wasn't a requirement, I don't think many of them would continue to do it. I've seen the money offered myself. It was huge. I could upgrade my PC to make editing easier. I could pay for my house for the next 4 months. Maybe I could buy that RetroTink 5X that I've been eyeing up, but I just can't justify the cost. My video making process would be so much easier, my quality so much higher. And I look over at the executive's son. I see his dishevelled hair, his guitar with only one string, and the scent of vomit vaguely emanating from his unwashed body. It stings my nostrils with his acrid odour. So I reach out to shake his hand, and pull away. You see, I can pull away. This is a small channel. My family aren't relying on it at all. Neither am I. This is a hobby for me at this current moment in time. This channel is something that I've made to try and have a creative outlet. All of my others have moved on. I no longer work within music, I don't paint, and my job isn't of the creative variety at all. I don't make high art, I don't make particularly good videos, but what I do here, I enjoy. I enjoy playing games in a peculiar way and try to bring some creativity into retelling of that story. I don't need the money from the Faustian bargain of sponsorships, so it's incredibly easy for me to sit here, grandstand, and say that the ethical thing to do is to not take their money. I'm not in a position where anyone relies on the success and money from this channel, but the possibility to do this full time with the help of some shadow creatures with pockets deeper than anyone I've ever met, it's alluring. A failure of a video meaning that the next month is going to be rough is an untenable position I wouldn't wish upon anyone. I make things here because that's something that I want to make. The shifting sands of performance are impossible to catch. With me just looking at the microcosm of my own channel, seeing how YouTube metrics keep pulling me in, it isn't hard to understand why, when offered enough money to stabilise with the unknowable mass that is the algorithm, people do. The more of YouTube and its complexities are far too much for a person to comprehend, and so the fear of failure sets in. But with the knowledge that even if a video fails, there is an out, it's very attractive. And so, people shake his hand and take what they can to keep doing what they love. And what's the answer? Well, rather uncomfortably, there isn't one. People aren't sellouts for taking sponsorships. These creators are trying to feed their family. I, for sure, am not one to get in the way of someone feeding their children. Nor is taking the money a morally good thing to do. It's rather grey the whole way down. I can't see a way for the people on this platform to have another more stable income. You could sell t-shirts and merch, and that seems fine, but the other options of Patreon or channel memberships, they come with their own host of ethical issues. I've made my decision that I think memberships are the less of two evils, but it still makes me mildly uneasy thinking about the implications. I don't like the idea that people less well off than me are giving me money to try to fund my dream. Am I then beholden to their opinions? Should I only make things to satisfy their wants from me? I don't know. Right now, going forwards, I will not be taking sponsorships. It's a Pandora's box that I'd like to leave unopened, at least for now. It may change in the future, but I hope having this as a precedent will keep me honest, and not letting some smelly, dishevelled, talentless hacks get their hands on my creations. But I don't know if I've got the strength to actually go through with it. When I see a number that's so eye-watering, so large, will I take it? Am I better than everyone else that's come before me? Probably not. I'm not some paragon for excellence. I'm just some idiot sat here on the internet, shouting into a void that no one should be interested in. I am in a position of power where I don't need to put anything into my videos that I don't creatively want to, and this is a place that currently I'm fairly happy to be. So don't think poorly of the people that take what's offered. Try to understand that creators are in a difficult and rapidly changing position, and thanks for listening to the nonsense of an idiot in England. And with that, good night.